instrument, and the more important of the two. It is the drum. It's called a rope tension snare drum or rope tension field drum. It is very, very similar to our snare drums today, except for one very large difference, and that's the length of the drum. It is much, much longer than today's snare drums. Does anyone know what the length of a drum does to the sound? How does a longer drum compare to a shorter drum in the amount of sound it produces? Any answers? Excellent job! Thank you. We love audience participation. It keeps our jobs exciting. So, it makes it louder. So this instrument is very, very loud. There's more room inside of the shell of the drum for the sound waves to bounce around, gain energy, so that when they're released from the shell, they are not only louder, but they project farther. In fact, this morning, we could hear the fifes and drums, which is the second instrument, from Fort George being played. So, that brings me to the second instrument. This is the fife. It is a lot like the flute, for sure, but it is much simpler. You'll see there are no keys. It's just holes. It's made of one piece, and it's made out of a hardwood. This one's made out of grenadilla, but they could have been made out of all kinds of different woods. So this instrument is very high-pitched, very shrill, and so it's excellent at piercing through loud noises like hundreds of men or hundreds of school kids in our present-day situation, musket fire as well as cannon fire. This instrument has a very pure sound, so it doesn't have a lot of information in it. And what that's good for is piercing through your ear, and our brains actually process this sound faster than the sound of most other instruments and most other noises out there. So between the two of us, we're excellent at being heard, which, if you recall what I was saying earlier, is very effective over a very large fort like this, or an encampment with even more people, or a battlefield. See, that was one musket. That was one musket being fired. Multiply that by, thousands, maybe even more. And so that brings us to our purpose. We need to tell people how to do large-scale activities, large-scale maneuverings. But today we would use things like radios, walkie-talkies, cell phones, what have you. Back then, of course, these things weren't invented, so instead they employed the loud instrument-playing people to play their loud instruments to communicate for them. And how we did this? What we did? We played short, simple, repetitive songs for 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, depending on what they needed, and this would communicate to the soldiers. We could be heard, again, over the sounds of camp, over the sounds of those muskets, and the other sounds of battle. So, we'll play some of these for you. The first thing we would play in the morning would be about 20 minutes long. It's the reveille. It would wake you up very, very effectively. Another thing we might be able to play is a song that would have assembled all the soldiers. There's a song to tell them when to eat, when to start work, when to stop work. If the enemy attacks, we have a song to alert the fort that there is either an emergency or some sort of attack happening. There are 50 different songs that we use to communicate to the common soldiers, and they are all expected to know every single one of these songs. And hearing them day in and day out, it's actually a very, very efficient system. So we're going to play one for you.